It was Friday night, and kids were out of town to their grandparents with Jessica, their mother. I was sitting at home, sipping a cup of beer, and watching TV. Mm, I had an intensive week at work, so I dreamed about this, how I will lie on the couch and I will watch basketball games or play video games. I was excited about this, so uh, I think I was excited about chilling out on the couch and having a great time when no one will bug me. Uh, don't get me wrong, I've lost interest in socializing and going out with my friends, but I was so bored to death to get dressed and uh, to get out with my from my apartment. I stay at home. Uh, I would like to stay at home, but to tell you the truth, I was bored to death being alone by myself, and I couldn't wait when my family came back. I remember the times when we spent almost every weekend going something for doing something for fun. We were going to the new restaurants, and we were having a party, and we were going to the beach. Now I don't realize how, but I turned into such a couch potato after age of 35. Then my phone rang, and it was my best friend, one of my best friends, Steve. We we were since we were in seventh grade. We've been together through high school and college, and then he got a job and moved to a different state. Now we see each other once in a blue moon. Then Steve uh, then Steve uh, said that asked about my plans on the night, and he said that it's time to have a crazy night out and get drunk, have a blast off. Of course, I am agreed. Of course, I agreed, and I said that I'm happy to throw the party, and Steve said that he was thinking about grabbing a bite pizza in our old place downtown, and after that uh, he said that we can bar hopping like we used to, and he asked about me, am I going to keep him a company? Of course, yes. A good bar tour sounds like fun. Steve said that he will reserve the table. So I remember this place when we come here, when we used to come here and having great pizza and cheese before we were clubbing. So before we went clubbing, so we kept our we kept the traditional life. Then when we were full, we headed to the nearest bar. When we talk about when we remember our college years, and we recalled funny stories and memories from college, then we took advantage of the Friday night happy hour and enjoyed a round of 3 shots. uh, At the place, at this then at the, as this place were covered with locals, Ben said us to the Irish pub that was highly recommended. Uh, so we and it turned out to be a nice place. We sat there about an hour and enjoying our beer and whiskey. We spoke about our jobs, our plans for future. As we were choosing our new location, David said that he knows the good. He know the good rock club where local band gave live performance every Friday, and today they had a special guest. And the entrance is free of charge if you will order drinks. So it was definitely checking out. However, when we came, it turned out the show. When we arrived, it turned out the show was called off. So we unfortunately we didn't get a chance to enjoy the concert. So we did a round of shots and felt like doing dancing. So our next destination is popular then disco club playing music from 80s and 90s. The club was celebrating an anniversary, and the first round of shots was on house. We were already quite drunk at that point, so I haven't noticed how we ended up taking a karaoke contest. Something I'd never do in a cold light of a day. Everyone was greatly impressed by Steve's singing skills, but then when we noticed listening a bad romance, David looked sad. He said that he broke up with her girlfriend and he's still missing her. And we tried to cheer him up. And we asked him that he can find a new girl, and her ex-girl didn't deserve him, and it's just a total waste of time. So Ben said that any girl in this room would be happy to give her a call number, but David said that he's not interested in meetings right now, but Ben asked him to not spoil our fun. But I said that I can remember. I said that if you remember our years in college, you all the girls were crazy about him, and it would take just 5 minutes to pick you or to pick anyone of that girl. So then after that David gave up and agreed to speak with the girl. that was making her eyes for the last hour. She was clearly interesting, and she be and we said that David has attracted her attention. So when he came back, he asked her to the to the floor, dance floor, and when he came back to us, he said he looked much more cheerful, and he said they had a lot in common, and he is going to call her tomorrow. However, this club was closing. This club was this club was shutting down, and so we had to leave. We came to a small bar and stayed there to the 4 o'clock in the morning. Then I said that I'm so happy to be here, and it's just I had the time in my life with my old friends. Patrick said then Steve said it's time to drink for our friendship. I said that this round is on me, and I think this time today it was totally worth it. I even stayed so late since my youngest was a baby. David said that he is two, and he said that that we need to take a break and get away from our routines. And he said that we would go see the Knickers vs Lakers, and that is if we could manage to get the tickets. But Steve said he's afraid that they are sold out because he already checked them. That's a bummer, said David. Ben said that we can go to escape room. It's a kind of game when they locked us in a room and we should do task to escape. He went there with his colleagues, and it was awesome. He had a great time getting out of the room. He decided to book a tickets in advance. But I said, that sounds good. I'm always happy to try something new, and in case we will find something interesting to do. Then Steve said that he wanted to invite us to his house party, and we could have a sleepover with board games and the movies. Then I said that it's time to go home, and I'll go a taxi. Then said, should we do Dutch or split the bill? I said that drinks are on me, and I asked the bartender to put it on my tab. It was great to see you guys. Let's go.